is that to get trees plant with them.
I teamed up with my friend Sam Cairo, a local photographer in Nyeri and a passionate advocate of the arts. He let me tag along on a new photography project of his involving Kenyan youth. In Kenya, youth are defined as someone between the ages of 18 and 35. We hit the streets of downtown Nyeri and the neighboring slum to ask everyday youth one question: what annoys you about your country, Kenya? Participants included local shop workers, mechanics, carpenters, students, and more. Take a look at what they had to say. Politicians and lack of concern for the common citizen were popular issues among the youth. Joseph, the youth group leader we heard from earlier, echoed these concerns. So let's get back and hear more from him.
In fact, if we talk of our Nyeri town, poor leadership has been there from ages and ages, and matters of development have been lagging behind due to what I can really see, it's misplaced priorities. You do not consult the community. It's a matter of few individuals sitting down, deciding for the community. Then their project is done halfway and left. Right now we have this rural electrification, and we are saying that we want to have light within the community. We saw it within our municipal council. The distance it was supposed to cover, it's really covered only half the distance. Now the project is dead. So having such things of which you can really see, really tells you more needs to be done and community needs to be involved. But the only fear that these leaders have is youth involvement. They do not want young people to be involved, because one thing is that I believe Kenyan youth have great ideas, but because their ideas will make these guys not to harvest from where they've been harvesting from. That's the problem we have. There is no way we can be talking of millennium development goals in our country, and the same people who are to be involved in the millennium development, there is corruption involved in them. For you to get that job, either there must be political influence, secondly, there must be a godfather working within the council for you to get that job. But within the system of youth groups, we are trying to make it as a big voice. How do we speak as a unit? Once you speak as an individual, sometimes no one will listen to. You will see as if just wasting their time. But we believe as time goes, changes will be there. Only that if leadership will change. The problem we have is leadership. In this country, you have a problem getting to the member of parliament. You know, it's a matter of during the time one's votes is close. Once, you know, it's a matter of after you get what you wanted, you don't even know the community that's elected you. Now that we're headed to the county, talking of governor and senate, we don't know how accessible these guys will be. And now that the member of parliament, we do not even understand how we will be working with them, with the mayor, now that the mayor have to be elected directly from the people. Because the problem is, it's a matter of poor people electing rich people. Let us see. So it will be an issue of information getting to the poor people will be an issue. This is just a matter of sending a cat to milk a cow and give that milk to a rat. Which it's very obvious. The cat will first feed on the rat and then drink the milk. And that's the kind of system that we'll be having. If I would give you an example, I and my member of parliament, we do not see each other face to face. Problem being, from the day one when she was calling for votes, I asked her, what are you going to do for the youth? She had no ideas, so I gave her ideas. One thing, in Nyeri town we need youth centers, we need recreation facilities, we need each and every ministry offices within Nyeri town to play a role of mentorship. Nothing has been done. So the other day I asked her on Facebook, now Madam Nat, you'll be coming for, she is a minister. I asked her, now that you'll be coming back, what have you done for young people? These are the 5 issues I gave you. I believe if those files were not destroyed, the writings are in your offices. Now you're coming back. What will you come with this time? She did not respond to that. Yeah, they want to respond to the issue of, I'm hungry, give me 50 shillings. Those are kind of the issues they want to respond to. But when you talk of development issues, they won't. You know, they won't. In fact, they want to manipulate those young people who are jobless. In the system of, if I give you just 50 shillings or 100 shillings, you will say my name.
Yeah, vote for me.
Yeah.
I'll give you $100.
A handout of 100 bob. You will say my name. But we want to get young people to vote. That's not the system we want in this country. We cannot be talking of big issues like Vision 2030 and such big dreams, and yet we are depending on handouts. But we usually do not die hard and say we are giving up since we are lacking this and this. No. We go by the little we have, and we have come far with the little we have, and we are trying to show young people as they grow up. Yes, think big.